Well, hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome to this Corporal Beast guide for people that want to use two accounts at the same time at Corp. This is quickly the inventory. I'm not going to talk too much about it, apart from that you would need at least one Dragon Warhammer. You can in theory have one account with Dragon Warhammer and then use energy transfer, but I would not recommend that because that's a lot more work. So two Dragon Warhammers, Tyrannical Ringer on at least one account, and the extra thing that I use is the Arc Light. What the Arc Light does is it lowers Corp's attack, strength, and defense by 5% of his initial level. So after 4 Dragon Warhammer specials, I use the Arc Light to lower it even further. You could use a Bendel's Godsword, but I actually really prefer the Arc Light since it's really accurate and it does exactly what it does. By the way, it does not use charges when you are using the special. If you end up whacking it with the Arc Light, you will use it. For the gear that I take, of course, full carols to stay alive. You are duoing, so you don't want to use Bandos or whatever, or Void, because you will get torn apart. I am stunning on the alt, by the way, with the Mithril Crossbow and Emerald Bolts. I wish you the best of luck to run away from core on one account and staying alive on both. That's not recommended at all. So I definitely stun it. You could use a cannon, but I'm not a big fan of using the cannon because sometimes it takes a pretty long time for the core to die and you will take a lot of damage meanwhile and you might die. I use Ring of Sufferings with the recoil effect enabled. This will actually help quite a bit of damage, and the ring itself is a great defense and prayer bonus, so that's awesome. The rest of the gear should be pretty self-explanatory. You could also always downgrade things like the boots and the amulet and whatever. Alright, so the kill itself, I always start off the kill with Dragon Warhammer specials, and I want at least 4 specials in total. So you don't have to lure it yet, you just run up to core and... Oh, that's 1 special in, that's a 0, 2 specials in, and I teleport to the bank. There's 3 specials in, it's going great. And then, since I don't have a pool in my alt's house, but I do have it on my main, I can just teleport outside the house, walk in, use the pool, and on this way you only need 83 or 82 construction on one account, and then you just click 6 and go to Corp again. As you can see, this is really fast, a lot faster than using the dual arena. That's why duoing like this is actually really nice. Alright, so now there are 2 things you can do. You can either decide, yo, 4 specials is enough, let's kill it. I always decide to just bank one more time and just hit 5 times, 6 times. More than enough. I always decide to bank one more time, with the reason that I can now easily lure Corp to the archway. And that will be very helpful. If you don't surround Corp enough, which is pretty difficult with 2 people, if you don't surround Corp, he will start to move away from you. And if you want to stun the core and Corp moves away, it's going to be really difficult. Because then you will move away from core and you will have to kill it again or stun it again. Well, you can't actually stun it again. Alright, for the lure, I just stand in and make sure that Corp sees me and I walk out again. Try to not get hit. He doesn't follow me. Alright, generally, because I don't really care about the costs of my supplies, I just tend to resupply every time. I equip the arc lights, stand in with this account first, and then instantly get into with the other as well. Equip the spear as soon as possible because I don't want to waste my arc lights charges. And then there are 2 things that you could do where to stand. I always stand right here with the alt. Then I stand right here with the main account. I could stand over here. The difference between this spot and generally this spot is that on here the core will not go after me, and when I stand right here the core will. It is actually really nice to get the core on the main and then really easy be able to stun it so you can actually see whether you stun it, and I just stunned it. Wonderful. And let's make sure that we keep our health up and that you use some vengeance every now and then. And other than this, it's just waiting until Corp dies. As you can see, I'm not hitting a lot of zeros, and this is due to the fact that his defense is 0 with the special weapons. And it is recommended that if you can, just use the combo food. It's a lot faster to heal up with that method. So yeah, this skill is pretty straightforward. It's almost done. A few more hits. Didn't use too much food. Actually got a lot of food left. And easy as that. Pure sense. What I now do, because of course you want to do more than one kill, what I always do is I teleport to the house, get special back and restore everything on both accounts, and then go to Castle Wars. And this is also the reason why there is a game necklace in the inventory, because then you can teleport from the bank directly to Corp instead of first to the house, because that will take, well, 10 more seconds, which is a waste, of course. I hope this guide has helped you out. Please let me know if you have any more questions. I think it's pretty straightforward. If you need any more help, let me know. Take care, guys.